Welcome in, everybody. I'm Ryan from BimBam Gaming, and we're gonna be playing Ire Part 2. Did I say that right? I don't know. Who knows? Let's do... little announcement for us. Hello. Why does my camera feel like it's never centered? Maybe it is. I just feel like it never is. Y'all, before we start though, I have a turkey sandwich. I feel like I need to like tuck my hair back for this, you know? It's a good sandwich. Like, this is a good sandwich. It's, can you have a bite? Yeah, here you go. It's mayonnaise, yellow mustard, sandwich dressing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it's like oil with like spices and stuff mixed in, and you shake it. You put it all on it. I put the sandwich dressing on the bread before anything else, so it doesn't make a huge mess. And then I spread it around, and then I put the mayonnaise on top, and that kind of mixes in with it and turns into like an aioli. And then I put the yellow mustard, and then I slice white onion and cover all of that, both sides, with white onion. Like, I don't want people talking to me. It's just covered in white onion. Then it's got lettuce, green leaf lettuce, tomato, like the red vine tomato, and boar's head turkey on butter bread, which isn't like fancy bread or anything, but it is butter bread. And it's good. Thank you, Myler, for your 19th month. Thank you so much. No, you gotta have everything. I mean, I could eat it without tomato. If I didn't have tomato, it wouldn't be a deal breaker. My main concerns is that it has to have onion, it has to have mayonnaise and yellow mustard. And that sandwich dressing literally, like, really makes a difference. If you don't put sandwich dressing on your sandwiches, you need to, because it'll change your life. Mm-hmm. You like dry sandwiches? I could never. I love mustard too, specifically yellow mustard, which thankfully is like the cheapest type of mustard. But I love me some yellow mustard, I'll tell you what. And you can't be shy with the onion. You know, you might think, oh, what if someone smells my onion breath? Let them. Live your life. You don't like onions? Oh my god, I love onions. I love them. They should be on everything. I love a good red onion too. Depends on what I'm making, whether I choose red or white onion. But I love red onion. I love white onion. I love green onion. Onions are good. Especially a nice spicy onion. Like it's like a really powerful onion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, caramelized onions now. Those are good too. Those are good too. Caramelized onion? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like a spicy onion, like a very fragrant, in-your-face kind of onion? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a raw onion. Yeah, raw. Raw. It's raw. Like a raw onion. Mm-hmm. Onion ring? No, get that out of here. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, my onion better make me cry when I cut it up. See, unpopular opinion, I don't like bloomin' onions. I don't like onion rings. I don't like fried onions. I don't think an onion needs to be fried for it to taste good. I think an onion is perfect on its own or caramelized, but it's like fried sushi to me. Like, why fry it when it doesn't need to be? Man, would I eat an onion like an apple? Okay, so the answer to this is I have never eaten an onion like an apple. First of all, let's be clear. I've never done that before. Second of all, I'm pretty sure my grandfather, when he was alive, has eaten an onion like an apple. I'm pretty sure like 50% of our grandfathers. Is this a grandfather thing to do? Is to eat an onion like an apple? I don't know. I'm pretty sure my grandfather did. Third of all, if someone said, here's an onion, it's clean, it's whatever, like it's not like the paper on the outside. Eat it like an apple, or at least take a bite out of it like an apple. Would I say no? I'd try it at least once. As long as it's not like a yellow onion, like, ugh. Give me, like, if I'm gonna try it at least one time, because if all the grandpas are trying or eating onions like apples, then there has to be something to it, right? I would at least try it once. But I want like a white onion. See, like I like red onion, but I'm not sure if I could handle a red onion just raw like an apple. I don't think I can handle that. Like that's, whew, I don't know. I think I could handle a white onion. No one wants a yellow onion. Yellow onions are for cooking at most. I don't even know why would anyone buy a yellow onion? I have no idea. Garbage. If you were a zombie apocalypse, you would eat an onion like an apple? Yeah, for sure. But even if I wasn't, I would try it. Put a 1 in the chat if you would try an onion like an apple. Like if someone was like, here's an onion. Just try it. Put a 1 in chat if you would at least try it. Now, you don't have to finish it. You don't have to finish it. You just have to try it. That's it. Do it on stream. Maybe if we hit like a... What are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing? Are you doing something bad? What are you doing? Maybe if we hit some sort of like crazy goal one time for like a subathon or something, and you guys can be like, if we hit this, then you'll have to try eating an onion. Now, I can't guarantee I'd be able to finish it, because if it's so awful, I don't think I can finish it. But if I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad, then I'll finish it. Why not? I'm open-minded to the idea that an onion like an apple might be good. I don't know. Grandfathers like to eat them. Why not? 5 bite minimum? Like how big are these bites? Because like I could take a really big bite of an apple, or I could just take like a regular bite. Like a regular bite, a small bite. I don't know. What if it makes me want to like yak, you know? I can't do that. Look, I'm just saying that I'm open-minded to the idea that an onion like an apple isn't gonna be that bad. You know, I don't think it's as bad as maybe you guys think. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, all right? What are you doing, little man? Oh, you want up? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, yeah, you're just gonna stand like that? Okay. You're allowed to season it? Why would I season it? Season it with what? Like, what do you mean season it? Like, put it inside a sandwich? Because that's my idea of seasoning an onion. Like, what do you mean season it? What are you doing? Are you just the sweetest? Oh. Are you a bad boy to Christian and a sweetie pie when you're down here with me? Green onion, but dip it in salt. I would try that. Wait, is that like a challenge or are you saying that's tasty? Because that doesn't sound that bad. I love onion. Onion's delicious. I know, he's just a baby. He's just a baby. No, he's laying on my lap now. Are you just a baby? He's innocent. He's such a bad boy around Christian. I'm telling you guys. Like, he's such a sweetie around me, and then he goes to hang out with Christian, and man, he turns into a bad boy. He'll bite him. I mean, he bites me too. I think I've asserted myself as the alpha in the house, and Christian hasn't done enough asserting. He's the fun one, which makes it... Barnaby's like, oh, I can pick on you now. Are you trying to be a bad boy with me? See, when he tries to be a bad boy with me, I try to make it as non-fun as possible. I try to make it as... That's what the lady said. She's like, just don't engage and make it as boring as possible. And then it's like... Then they're like, why am I doing this? My jacket is not a chew toy, though. He's really into clothes. I don't know what it is about clothes, but he's really into them. Anything that's like dangles down, like a dress or a shirt or anything long, he's like, yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. No. Don't bite that. No. Good boy. No. Don't bite that. No. Don't bite that. Shirts are not chew toys. Your chew toys are chew toys. We've moved away from arms and moved on to clothing items. Unless it's Christian's arms. Those are still chew toys. Nope. Nope. Yours like socks? Yeah, he just discovered socks. He was carrying around one of my socks today, actually. He's just discovered them. And he really likes to keep them away from you too. So if he's got a hold of something, he knows. He knows, because he'll just take off. He'll take off with it, and then it's like a game of get it away from Barnaby. He knows exactly what he's doing. No, you're not gonna go pick on Christian. You're gonna stay down here with me. I know I'm not as fun, but you're gonna stay down here. See, that's what happens when you're the less fun one. He just wants to go pick on Christian. Because he can get away with it. Yeah, what do you have in your mouth? I think we say that about 5 times a day. Like, what's in your mouth? We said that earlier before Christian went live. And we got it out of his mouth. Turns out we didn't know what it was either. I have no idea what it was. But we got it out of his mouth. They'll find things you didn't even know you had. Dude, yeah, nothing's faster than a puppy with something they shouldn't have. And surprisingly, he like doesn't even... What are you licking? The floor? That's the floor. Why are you licking the floor? Look, I'm not involved. If you want to lick the floor, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, we don't judge here. Yeah, he'd probably do good if I gave him a selfie stick. Or like a GoPro. Just do not grab onto my shirt. No. 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 Thank you. Thank you, sir. Is Barnaby a bug catching pup? He found what are they? They're like, they look like roaches, you know. If anyone lives in North Carolina, we have these things called like water bugs that look like giant roaches, but they don't like fly or anything. They're like, I don't know, we call them water bugs. I don't know why we call them that because I've never actually seen them in water before. But he found one upstairs the other day and it was on its back. Palmetto, is that what they are? Yeah. He found one on its back or he flipped it over. I'm not sure. And he was very interested in it. But like, he didn't know what, he's so gentle. He's so gentle. They can fly. I've literally never seen one fly before. Hey, can we not? Those are cables. That's the internet cable. And if the internet goes out because you're pawing at it, Christian will literally freak out. So can we not cut the internet out? I would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. If the internet cuts out, you guys know what happened, okay? It's because they don't drown in water. That's your theory. I've literally never seen one fly. They're everywhere in South Carolina. Yeah, I feel like they're everywhere, and I feel like they're worse this year, as well as a bunch of other bugs. Like, mosquitoes were worse this year, flies were worse this year, and now I feel like these water bugs are worse this year as well. And I don't know why they're worse this year. I don't know, like, certainly there's a scientist out there somewhere in the world who's like, this is why the bug population right now is skyrocketing on the East Coast. Like, I don't know. There's got to be some sort of scientist somewhere that is talking about this. Like, because like it's not all in my head. It's not all in my head. There are more bugs this year, and I'm not crazy. There are 100% more bugs this year. But the one thing I didn't get this year, which I used to get, but I didn't get this year, were those tiny sugar ants. You know, those tiny, like almost microscopic sugar ants that sometimes you get like in your kitchen or wherever. Did not get any of those. And I used to always get those. Didn't get any of those. Tons of flies. I swear, this is not a conspiracy. This is real. It's measurable. This is scientifically measurable, at least within a quarter-mile radius of my house, that there are more bugs. I swear. There are more bugs this year than any other year. The flies are out of control. Out of control. The mosquitoes, whatever. Maybe there's more, maybe there's less. I don't know. I get mosquitoes every year, but the flies, those, there are more of those, right? Spiders, haven't seen as many of those. Maybe that's why there's more bugs, because the spiders aren't eating the bugs. There's less spiders, more bugs. That would make sense. Maybe there's more, well, you know what? There's more lizards too. There's more lizards too. And I'm not just saying that because we like lizards here, but I feel like I never really saw a lot of lizards, and I've grown up in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. I lived almost my whole life here, and I lived at my parents' house. They had a pool, and if you're gonna see lizards, you're gonna see lizards around somebody's house with a pool, right? We never saw lizards. We never saw lizards, but this year I've been seeing lots of lizards everywhere, and I think it's got to be global warming. It's got to be more bugs. More lizards up north. They're traveling north. It's got to be global warming, you guys. I'm telling you, this is not a conspiracy. This is real. Somebody look it up. I swear, there's got to be at least one scientist out in the world that's like, North Carolina has 60% more insects and I don't know, amphibians. Less bats? Maybe that's what it is. Telling ya. It's out of control. Why couldn't it have been like, okay, more lizards? Yeah, I'm cool with more lizards because I like seeing the lizards, you know? The overall global decline in insect population caused by habitat loss, pesticides, and climate change. Okay, well, they must not be talking about North Carolina, okay? Because in North Carolina, well, I guess we don't use pesticides here because all the bugs have traveled here. Lizards don't eat bugs, though? Sure they do. Lizards eat bugs. Those little green lizards? They eat those tiny little like gnat things. I watch them at my parents' house. They'll like sit on their lanai and they'll like grab some like gnats and stuff, or I don't know. I don't want them. Take them back, Heather, please. The bugs are bugging, see? And you're in Canada, so this is an epidemic, I'm telling you. You've started allowing spiders to stay in your home with you? Yeah, I'm considering. Well, if I see a spider, I'll generally okay, like when I lived in an apartment in Newport News, like that spider's got to go out in the hallway. It's got to. We're in a 2-bedroom apartment. There's not a lot of space to share. I'm not sharing the space, okay? It's 2 bedrooms. It's 2 bedrooms. The spider's got to go to the neighbor's house, okay? But now we're in a 3-story house. If there's a spider all the way over there on the other side of the house, where I don't go, it can stay. I don't care as long as it doesn't bother me. As long as it's doing its job, paying rent by catching bugs, I'm fine with it. Depends on the kind of spider. Yeah, but I'm not gonna get too close to it to find out, you know? I'm gonna just like let it do its thing. We had a spider that lived in one of our plants, so, and we allowed it to live there. In fact, we named it and everything. Y'all, I don't know if you guys have been watching long enough, but there was a time period while we were streaming where we had a plant in Newport News and it had a spider that lived under it, and we lived inside. I mean, obviously we lived inside, we lived in an apartment, but there's not a lot of like gnats, especially in the winter time, and we were like, how is our spider gonna eat? We named it and everything. We were attached at this point. It has a name. It's just a wild spider. So we went to the pet store and you can buy gnats in a container. Flightless gnats, you can buy them. And we sacrificed gnats to our pet spider that was just a wild spider. That spider lived a good life for a wild spider. It molted twice and kept on getting bigger too. We got to watch it like, you know how they molt their skin and they get bigger? That was wild. It was cool. It was cool. I think though maybe we fed it too much and it was growing too fast, and I think it just like, I don't know, maybe he was like an obese spider. I don't think he survived many more moltings after that, and he just like passed away because I think he was obese. We gave him too many gnats. Like, I don't know how many gnats a spider eats. How am I supposed to know the frequency in which I should feed it gnats? I'm just saying. I think he had diabetes. Yeah, he was a cool spider though. I miss him. He was chill. He was chill. He didn't bother me. He didn't go anywhere. He just stayed in his little spot and his little plant. They only live so long. But like, I mean, he lived maybe like over a year. I don't know if that's a normal amount of time. So. You fed your snake too many fish? Wait, snakes eat fish? I had no idea they ate fish. I thought they ate like mice or something, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, when you're young, you don't know how much to feed it. But like, even as an adult, like, how am I supposed to know the frequency in which a spider eats? You know? I have no idea. Maybe I should have only fed it like once a month. I was feeding this thing like twice a week. Like a big, fat, flightless gnat. Those gnats were hefty and they could not fly. And I was feeding it like twice a week and it was like, oh yeah, dude, he would catch them. Yeah. That's a good meal for a little tiny spider. And I'm telling you, like, he's small. I have anti-bite spray. He's leaving it alone now. He's moved on to bigger and better things, which I think is a chew toy. Thank you, Mike. Look at you looking out. Y'all, there's like so many gnats. They come in those containers too, and then you're like, what do we do with the rest of these gnats? Like, these aren't gonna be like, we're not gonna sit here and name all of these gnats now. Like, what do I do with the gnats? So, and I don't like to kill bugs, okay? I don't like to kill bugs. I feel bad about it. You know, I brought the spider over to my neighbor's house. I feel bad, like, they're living creatures, and I don't care what it is. I didn't like to kill the gnats, you know, besides feeding it to the spider, because the gnat served a purpose at that point. It fed the spider. But I didn't want to kill the rest of the gnats that I wasn't feeding to the spider. What am I supposed to do? Just like that's awful. So I just brought the gnat container outside and I released the flightless gnats into the wild. Some of them actually could fly. They weren't like all flightless. I just kind of opened the container and I just released them to the world. Yeah, so if you see like a spike in the gnat population in Newport News, Virginia, that might be me. I don't know. That might have something to do with me. Dude, and like, I'm telling you, because some of these gnats were smart too. Like, some of them were smart. Like, I'd try to feed them to the spider and they would get out. They would be like, they would dodge and weave all the like spider web and they would escape. And it got to the point where like the ones that were like got released into the house, like some of them could fly. Even though they were flightless, some of them could fly. Well, the ones that escaped were the smart ones, and then the smart ones now were released into our home, and like you can't catch it at that point. It's a tiny little gnat. You're gonna be like running around your house trying to catch a gnat. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure the smart ones started breeding with each other, and then they made super gnats. And then these gnats, they're smarter, they're faster, they're stronger. I'm telling you, these gnats can't be stopped. And we had an epidemic of super gnats in our apartment. This is not a joke. You guys think that this is real life. We had super gnats, an epidemic of them inside our home in Newport News. They could not be stopped. Just ask Christian about it. Just ask Christian about the super gnats that lived with us. I mean, he might not. If he knows what I'm talking about, he'll know. But they wouldn't be caught in the gnat traps. They were smarter than that. They'd be like, that's a gnat trap, and then they'd go away from it. They had survival instincts. I'm telling you, these gnats were on a different level, and it was my fault. And now there's an increase in gnats inside Newport News, Virginia. Life found a way. And now we have more flies than ever. And I don't know if these two things are related. I don't know if I am somehow related to the incline in bug population along the East Coast, but you know, I will say there were more bugs for the other bugs to eat, which would make them live longer, and then maybe more of them survive, and then maybe that had something to do with more bugs. Just overall. It's just like Jurassic Park, except for it's bugs. But like not even really cool bugs, just like gnats. Super gnats. Good Lord. Yeah, our neighbors had no idea. They didn't have a clue. I bet they were in their houses thinking they were going crazy. They were probably in their own homes like, oh my gosh, why are there so many gnats? Like, I've lived here for 16 years and there's never been this many gnats. Well, turns out your neighbor released them right outside your balcony. It's not my fault. When do I have this much free time? When do I have this much free time? Wait, I don't. You know, releasing the gnats didn't take that long. This happened over a period of several years. This is just all of it combined, you know? Jordan Jean, thank you for your 14th month. Day unknown of requesting killer frequency or Tempest Triad. Wait, what the heck is Tempest Triad? You've requested that? What is that? Is that a dinosaur game? That sounds like a dinosaur game. What are you doing behind the desk? What are you doing? Huh? You love this story? I'm glad I could have a little bit of story time with you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of what Ryan does when she's not streaming. I think really though what we've learned today is that it's all connected. We didn't start there. I didn't start this conversation with a thought that I might have been responsible for the increase in bugs across the East Coast, but I'm not saying it's out of the question now that we've kind of stringed the pieces together. It's not out of the question. Yeah, if you see a gnat now, just think of me. Just think of me. Yeah, I'm just disrupting the whole animal food chain on my free time. Yeah, welcome to Spider Talk with Ryan. There was a spider in my bathroom the other day and I left it alone because I learned that spiders now know your schedule. So there's apparently spiders living around us all the time. Like, just take a look at where you're at right now. Look around the room. Look at all the dark corners and think, there's no spider there. Wrong. There's spiders everywhere, you guys. In the dark corners of your room, there are spiders right now. Right now, there are spiders right behind you. There are spiders everywhere in your house, and they know your schedule. They are watching. They are watching you as we speak. They know your schedule. They know when you're gonna be around and when you're not. And when you're not around, it's just like Toy Story. They're gonna come out and they're gonna have parties and do spider things. I don't know what spiders do. They're gonna eat gnats or try to go on hunting expeditions for super gnats. But the spiders know. They know where you live. They know your address. They know what time you go to bed. Did that help? This is so disappointing that none of the chat is on the screen for this, for the replay. What? There are hidden spiders everywhere. If you think there's not a spider that can maybe see you right now, you're wrong. And that's just the way it is. You can't. They live there. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't care how much peppermint oil you use. It doesn't matter. There's no stopping it. They're even in your car. That's right. They're even in your car. So the next time you're in the car, there's probably one under your seat. The spider epidemic is real. The super gnats are real. The increase in flies are real. The spiders learning, machine learning your schedule to come out when you're not looking are real. I just really think you guys need to be informed about this, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I will add that I was not the cause of it, okay? I just want to be clear that I was not the cause of any of this. It's out of my hands. I can't stop it. Why? I'm just saying. You had one drop down onto your lap from your visor? You're drinking peppermint hot chocolate at the moment? Mike Jones, you're safe. Mike Jones was marked safe from the spiders. Nobody else can mark yourself safe. Mike Jones is drinking peppermint hot chocolate. Peppermint keeps it away. That's true. You'd crash your car if that happened. That happens because a spider dropped down in front of my mother once while she was driving her car, and yeah, got into a fender bender. It happens. And I'm gonna just say that if a spider jumped down in front of me while I was driving, it would probably happen to me too. Look, if you need to call your therapist after this, I get it. I get it. Yeah, we're gonna play. We're gonna play Ire. We're gonna play Ire. Don't you worry about it. I got you. A cicada flew into your car? A cicada? Dude, those things are big. Don't like them. I like the way they sound, but I don't like them. I know a fact about cicadas that haunts me. Literally haunts me. I don't even want to tell you guys because it'll haunt you too for the rest of your lives. It's awful. I wish I didn't know. I wish I could take it out of my head. Then don't. All right. I won't tell you. Don't you dare. It's really awful. I mean, it doesn't like affect you in any way. It's not like it doesn't affect people in any way. It's just really gross. If you really want to know, you can look it up. But if you look it up, it's on you. Because I've seen it. I've seen this in real life because I was like, that looks weird. And then I Googled it and then I learned all about it because I saw a cicada like this. And it turns out this happens to quite a lot of cicadas. And they think they call them like salt shaker cicada or syndrome, or I don't know. I have no idea. You can look it up if you want. You don't have to. I do not suggest it. This is not a safe environment. And it's not because it's not because of me. Let's be clear. It's because of the spiders that are sitting behind you right now. You're welcome. I did choose violence today. Okay, bug talk is over. Bug talk is over, okay? I used to like bugs when I was little. I don't like them anymore. I went to bug camp. Now's not the time to eat a Mars bar. I went to bug camp when I was a kid because I liked them. You know what you do at bug camp? You go and you catch bugs. Yeah. I know, I don't even like them. Has anyone just entered the chat and completely wondering what's wrong? I know someone just showed up and they're like, I have no idea what's going on, and you know what? You're better off for it. You're better off for it. You're better off for it. You went to space camp? See, that's so much cooler. That's so much cooler than bug camp. Bug camp was not it. I mean, it was cool at the time. I was like, ooh, we're catching bugs. But like, in reality, like, what am I gonna do with that now? I went to camp for a week and caught a bunch of bugs. Like, cool. I could have gone to space camp. What was I thinking? Wait, Christian checked into my channel? Y'all tell him I was scaring the chat? Just tell them that you guys learned some really cool fun facts. Don't even worry about it. This is an educational stream. He'll be proud you guys learned something new. I know, space camp sounds really cool. I bet you got to go in one of those things where they like strap you down and they spin you around. What are they called? And they like spin you like really fast. Those look really cool. I've been on one of those, not at space camp, but at I don't know. There's like this place in Florida. Someone has got to know, right? There's like this building in Florida and it's like upside down. Like the whole building is upside down, and you go in and there's like activities and like fun stuff. If you live in Florida, maybe you know. Maybe you know. Cruise Styles, thank you for the sub. Welcome in. No, it's not Ripley's Believe It or Not. No, Wonderworks. That's what it is, Wonderworks. And they have one of those G-Force machines where they like, you sit in it and it's a two-person one. So it's two people together. And I did it with my sister, and there's a video somewhere. I'll see if I can find the video and show you guys. But me and my sister did it like, it was like maybe like a year and a half ago or like 2 years ago. Not that long ago, actually, and it was a good time. Always wanted to be on one of those. And now I have. So there you have it. Are you guys ready for some ire? Are y'all ready? Yes, let's go. All right. Well, you're welcome for Bug Time with Ryan. And coming up next is part 2 of Ire for us to rage quit, maybe.